AC machines to three-phase induction motors. The speed control of induction motor by pole changing method. On which factors the speed of induction motor depends? What is Ns and N? So Ns depends on which factors, and can we change slip of motor? So what is the formula for speed of induction motor? Speed control of induction motor by pole changing method. The speed of the induction motor is given by N is equal to Ns into 1 minus S, where synchronous speed Ns is equal to 120 F by P, and S is rotor copper losses Pc by rotor input P2. Hence, from the above expression, it can be concluded that speed of the motor can be changed either by changing its synchronous speed or by changing its slip. Here this is the speed of the formula, and this whenever we want to change, when we want to change speed n, so we can changing by ns or by changing s. So we know that ns is equal to, here this is 120 F by P. Here the F is frequency and the P is number of poles. So here rotor speed is 1 minus S into Ns, that is equal to 1 minus S into 120 F by P. This is the rotor speed. So here from the above equation, it is also clear that the speed of an induction motor can be varied by changing the number of poles. By changing the number of poles. So here by changing number of poles, the synchronous speed is changed, and therefore the speed of the motor is changed. The method is very much suitable for squirrel cage motors only as cage rotor automatically adjusts itself to any number of stator poles. Any number of stator poles. In slip ring, the same arrangement is required on the rotor side. In slip ring, it's very important. Same arrangement on the rotor side to match the stator and rotor poles. The disadvantage of this method is step changes in speed and smooth speed control is not possible. Smooth speed control is not possible in slip ring. Rotor side match stator and rotor poles. So now this method, this change of poles is achieved by following two methods. What are the two methods? How do we change that the number of poles? Here, by using two separate windings on stator, that means multiple stator winding is used. When multiple windings are used, the poles are changing. Here, the number of poles will change. And by using consequent pole technique, the stator has two separate windings with different number of poles. To definite rotor speed are obtained. These windings are insulated and only one winding is energized at a time. So only one winding is energized at a time. So these windings are energized, insulated, and only one winding is energized at a time. Now, in this method, stator winding for two or more independent windings for different number of poles, say for 4 poles and 6 poles, two definite rotor speeds can be obtained. Let us consider a 4-pole and 6-pole winding on the stator. Here, NR is equal to 1 minus 0.03 into 120 F by 4. 4 poles are used. The speed is 1455 rpm. And when the poles are 6 here, NR is equal to 1 minus 0.03 into 120 into 50 by 6, that is 970 rpm. Assuming the slip is 3% and frequency is 50 Hz. The two windings are to be insulated from each other. So here multiple stator windings. When any one of the winding is used, the other winding should be kept open circuited to avoid circulating current in the winding. Note this one. When any one of the winding is used, the other winding should be kept open circuited to avoid circulating current in the winding. So in the rotor, poles are induced in accordance with the number of poles in the stator. So the limitation of this method is that only two definite speeds can be obtained. Now, consequent pole technique method. In this method, the number of poles can be changed in the ratio 2:1 by changing the connection of the stator winding. So here the ratio is 2:1 by changing the connection of stator winding. Figure 1 shows 4 coils of one phase of stator winding with alternate coils in series and 4 terminals brought out are T1 and T2 and 3 and T4. Now this one A1, A2, A3, A4. Here this one north, 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 south, 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 south. Here this is the connection is going towards this one, and this connection is going so here this one, and then it is going to this one, and then it is connected to here. T1 and T4 are the terminals. So first to third, third to second, second to fourth. This is the consequences. Here 8 poles, low speed. So in series connection of coils T1, T2 and T3, T4. If terminals are connected in shown figure T1, T2, T3, T4, all the 4 coils magnetize in the same direction and form N poles. So consequent poles of opposite polarity are formed in between the N poles, giving a total of 8 poles and a synchronous speed of 750 rpm. If terminals are connected as shown figure, there will be total of 4 poles giving synchronous speed 1500 rpm. This is the number of poles are 4. Parallel connection of high speed. So parallel connection of coils for high speed. Typical torque speed characteristics are shown figure. This is for 8 poles and this one is for 4 poles. Here the torque speed characteristics for 8 poles and 4 poles. Here this is NS is and this is 2 NS. So with the combination of having 2 separate stator windings and using consequent poles technique, 4 different speeds are possible. The combination of the above two methods and of having two separate windings on the stator and by series parallel, here consequent pole technique. The connection of the coils across the supply 4 distinct speed can be obtained. However, the smooth variation of speed over a wide range is not possible. Here the speed control of in this way. So this is 8 pole and this connection is these are the 4 poles. This one is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 poles. Summary. So far we discussed speed control of induction motor and speed control of induction motor by pole changing method.